How do you help create a compliance at a company? You have a ton of experience on both sides with regulatory and quality, but how do you create a culture of compliance where RA and QA are working more proactively with other departments within the organization?
Well, compliance starts from the top down. You have to start with if there's a board, you start with the board, with the CEO. It goes down to the senior leadership team, to the directors, managers, and down to the employees. Leadership needs to demonstrate that their commitment to compliance through actions and communication. They need to get the employees involved, provide comprehensive training, have open reporting channels, allow employee empowerment. They need to make compliance real and relevant. They can bring to life the corporate ethics and values. They can share real life stories with the
Mm,
team. And they need to make compliance positive.
yeah.
Consider compliance a proactive approach to ensuring ethical and responsible business practices. It builds trust with the stakeholders, it protects the company's reputation, and I'd say finally include compliance, integrity, and values cross functionally into the business and include those in the code of conduct.
One thing you just said that resonated with me, but I've a friend who's a CEO at a company over in Europe that I met a couple of years ago through LSI Emerging MedTech, and we were having this conversation in Barcelona the year before, and he was talking about when he first came to the company and changes that he needed to make, but the company culture really wasn't focused on understanding the benefit to the patients. And there wasn't a lot of education within the company about how remarkable the product was benefiting patients. So one of the first things that he did was have a team meeting, and he brought in some patients that had been benefiting, and they to talk to the
Yeah.
company. And it just remarkable, he said, kind of the benefit and how that empowered and got people excited about what they were doing.
Yeah. I remember I worked at Halyard Health and I went to their sales meeting. They made infusion pumps, pain pumps. So it was a solution to not using narcotics. And there was a guy who came in, they had a speaker and he came in and talked. It was a father of a boy. I think the boy was about 18 years old. He got addicted because of surgeries. He got addicted to narcotics. And I remember him telling the story how his son was in the bedroom. He heard a gunshot and he went into the bedroom, busted in, and held his son as he took his last breath.
Oh my
He was
gosh.
addicted to drugs and he couldn't get off of them. And he just ended his life. And he told this story, and everybody was sobbing. But it showed how important what we do is to everybody. And that's what I mean by make it real and relevant. Tell the real life stories of how your product is impacting the
Mm.
patients.